It's not just about the recipe. It's about how to cook, plan a meal, throw a party. I'm Vicki, and this is Meals and Entertaining for Regular People. So I'm putting on my turkey. I'm cooking my turkey a day ahead. So that's one of the secrets. So, I thought everybody knows how to cook a turkey or they do it their own way. And then I thought maybe a lot of people have never cooked a turkey and they maybe want to. That doesn't mean my way's right. So I took the turkey out of the bag and it's bloody and messy and I do it in the sink. And I do rinse it off. Even though chickens and stuff I'm not rinsing. And I put in the base a mirepoix, like celery and onions and stuff. And then I took out of here a bag and it has hearts and creepy stuff in it. You want that. You stuff it in the bottom. It's going to cook and really flavor your gravy. You've heard of giblet gravy, right? Well, that's a bunch of that stuff that people have cooked down and made a broth and stock with. So this also had a neck in it. I pulled the neck out. So mind you, we will sterilize our hands later. So the other thing that you do, and I don't know why. Now mind you, I have turkey germs and I'm all paranoid. So I'm going to have my husband come here and pour the salt in my hand. This is what he does every year. So we put salt on inside. In the old days you used to put stuffing. Remember, that's why it was called stuffing and not dressing. And the thing is, if you cook the turkey hot enough to kill all the germs that are probably in here, salmonella or God knows what else germs, if you cook that turkey hot enough to kill the germs that might be in the stuffing, then your turkey will be ruined because it'll be too dry. Thank you, darling. A lot of people stuff apples, onions, vegetables like sage and all that good stuff. I should probably have done that anyway. I threw it in the bottom. Well. They do that. In my summer turkey, I'll put an orange in, but it will flavor the gravy, whatever you do. One time, I just poured a bunch of salt in because I was lazy, and this gravy was so salty we couldn't eat it. Okay, so then we dry this thing off. Thank you, darling, for your assistance. We dry it off. Then I put butter on it. Now, I have germy hands. I'm going to do 1 shot of butter. Then I rub butter all over it. Some people put olive oil, some people put melted butter, but I do this so that the seasonings will stick. Then I'm going to tie up the legs. So in the old days, you used to stuff the neck here, and then it would be super wet stuffing, which I kind of miss. My husband never liked it anyway, so he prefers the dry. So we put butter all over this, and then we will maybe wash our hands. No, let's bring honey in.
Okay.
So, honey?
Yes.
I'm going to tie this up. In the meantime, put some poultry seasoning on it, will you? Now this thing here is called the Pope's Nose.
Now,
Don't know
why would you
why.
like the poultry seasoning?
All over it. There it comes. Then we'll just put salt, pepper, garlic, or I'll put seasoned salt, as you know. And you're supposed to get the Pope's nose up under here, but this guy doesn't want to reach. I don't know. Oh, that looks nice. And we'll put a little more seasoning on it. So that's basically my turkey. I don't know if it's right or wrong. It's just how I've always done it. Okay. So I thought of something else I wanted to say. There's a lot of rules of thumb and different ways people cook their turkey. The thing is, this has a lot of meat here. This is very dense, but it's also dry. So people traditionally cook the turkeys this way. This turns out being dry, and all the thigh meat at the bottom turns out being moist. Or it cooks unevenly. This could be done, and that could not be done. So, some ideas that people have done that I have tried. Turn the turkey upside down at first. And that way it allows it to cook at the bottom. The bottom gets a little brown. The way that I do my turkeys is with putting all this stuff in the bottom, it steams it and it doesn't get a crispy crust. So if you turn it upside down, like cook it this way at first and then turn it upside down, then everything gets a beautiful, the skin gets colored and everything. Another way that people do it is they spatchcock it, which is meaning cutting the back out and then spreading it like this so it all can cook more evenly. A lot of people cook their turkeys in a bag. The thing with that is the gravy will be there, the juice, but it is so light because it didn't really have good caramelization. My husband really loves the turkey skin, so how I'm going to cook this is I'm going to cook it at 400 for the first hour and then I'll turn it down. Now this is a 14-pound turkey, even though it looks a lot smaller to me. So with 14 pounds, you're supposed to do 20 minutes a pound. Last year I bought the same organic turkey and it was overcooked. I put the bacon on the top. I did all this crap to make it really special. And yes, it turned out completely dry. And the only thing, as usual, that was great was the gravy. So look, 20 minutes a pound, that would be 3 hours, and test it. And I left this little bread thing. Sometimes they have things that come out that tell you when it's done. I always pull it out, and this time I left it just for fun, and I also have a thermometer. With all of this stuff and cooking it high for 400, I am going to put a little liquid in the bottom. Okay, now I'm done. Thanks for watching. Please visit my website, mealsandentertaining.com, and see my available ebooks. Plus, subscribe to my channels, and don't forget to follow me, like me, or love me.